Hey, party people. It is 3:30 in the morning here in Adelaide, and I am awake and dressed and packed, and that is a fucking miracle. Oh my God. I only had a quick 2 days here in Adelaide. It was a nice little town, but not quite for me. It's a little bougie. It's vineyards and kind of high scale. Today we are headed to Uluru. So I get to go see Ayers Rock today. This was one that was really high on my list. Can't wait to see the colors.
Not much to say about the hotel here at the Pullman. It was a decent room, but pretty basic. Just bed, TV, desk. I did get to paint a couple of penguins last night, so that was nice. And a lovely view of a parking garage. So there's that. The best thing that I liked about this hotel was, let me show you. Dun, dun, dun. This is the first hotel that had fluffy robes and slippers. Yeah, I enjoyed that very much. Stand-up shower, there's me. Hey y'all. All right, catch you at the next place.
Great connection with animals, and they sort of think they're part animal, they're part landscape, and they're part human. So they've got this great affiliation with the natural environment. Yeah, it was 1 mile to the top, 1.6 kilometers, but it's very steep. And when you look at Uluru, it looks very smooth. So it's a very fine grain, what we call an Arcos sandstone. So you can see the black marks. These are the waterfalls that fly down when we get rain. But this story here, if you look sort of to the front left, you can sort of see, like, it looks like lichen or something growing on the rock. It's a very green sort of moss. But they refer to this as the lunkata. So lunkata was a little lizard, we get a lizard that has a blue tongue, and it keeps poking it out, and it's quite cheeky. But yeah, the blue tongue lizard used to live around here, and there was these emu hunters. So there was these creators that hunted this emu. So they speared it like you would, a big spear, and they hit this emu, and the emu ran, and it dragged the spear through the desert. So they tried to find it, but they couldn't. When they come around here, when they tried to follow the track of the emu, they saw this lizard, and they said to this lizard, Lunkata, they said, "Have you seen my emu?" And he goes, nah, haven't seen it, don't know where that is. So they continued off and tried to find their emu, and they couldn't find it. They came back here, and they saw Lunkata up in this cave to the top right here, and they yelled out to him. They said, "Hey, we know you've got our emu up there, and you're eating it. We want it back." And he said, "No, I haven't got it, I haven't." And he refused to give it back. So they decided to burn this area, like on the right here, and all that smoke went up there. It engulfed the cave, and flames went up there, and Lunkata died, and he refused to come out and give up his emu. So he burnt, the fat ran down the side of the mountain, and that's that green mossy area that you do have there. And unfortunately, Lunkata sits at the bottom of the Uluru at the moment. These stories, or these creational stories, teach Aboriginal people a lot of things. Like, out here, if you're chasing a lizard and a lizard goes down a hole, the easiest way to get it out is to put smoke in the hole, because the lizard won't be able to breathe, and it's got to come out, so it's easy to catch it. You don't want to be jamming your arm down a hole. There could be a snake in there or anything, so you're learning that.
Anyway, they believe this story is about two snakes. So out here we get venomous, which they call liru, and they get pythons called kunia. So they believe, and snakes always lay their eggs where they're born. So let's go back. So they reckon from the west, this python came, laid its eggs, where I said you could photograph again. It came up over here, you can see that black line? The snake came down here, and then he looked for his nephew, and he saw these venomous snakes, and he said, have you seen my nephew? And they go, no, haven't seen it. And she cruised around, and she come back and he said, you sure? Because our nephew's been spotted here. And they're like, oh yeah, your nephew broke the law. He upset people here. So yeah, we had to kill him. So obviously, if you killed someone, you're going to get very upset. So this python curled up and become very ferocious, as pythons do, you know, they get real caught up. Got its stick, and it cracked there. You can see it cracked there. Tried to kill this venomous snake. Missed. Then it done it again. Bang! Cracked it there, and they reckon it killed this venomous snake. Before it left, it wanted to make life very hard for them. So it actually curled up the dust and made all the trees down there, which are all toxic today, and made sure that they couldn't live off them. And they believe it's still there today, and it's the rainbow serpent, it's the mother. It controls everything. It controls how people relate to everyone in society. So it's very important. The other thing they do too is
This is the biggest watering hole near Ayers Rock. It's really clear. Just me again, walking alone in the outback. I always stay behind to take pictures. I don't mind it though. It gives me a little bit of solitary time here. Oh, and I get to spy things. Look at this bird. He's bright green. You see him? Hi, little fella. Also stayed behind with another cool lady friend of mine that I met on this trip to feel the rock. It's like a heartbeat, y'all. You can actually feel the energy in it. This place has so much spirituality and so much history for the Aboriginal people. It's something.
It looks
Like it's been hammered.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I'm wearing the fly net. There's flies everywhere. I don't know if you can see them buzzing all around me, but they are everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They don't bite or anything, or so the tour guide says, but They are kind of annoying. So this is some of the Maori artwork. It's still on Ayers Rock today. So the erosion has caused all these holes and wearing in the stone. On the other side of the stone, we're not allowed to take pictures, but it almost looks like a honeycomb there in all kinds of weird shapes. There's so much definition in this that I never expected. It's really cool. Okay, now I gotta catch up with everybody again. It is pretty hot because we're in the desert, but it's a dry heat. It feels a lot like Sedona or Arizona. So it actually feels pretty nice out here. There's a breeze. So this is my room at Desert Gardens Hotel. It's pretty. I have a TV, a little place to sit, a couple of beds. And a nice big bathtub. Hey. But check out this. Look at this balcony. How gorgeous is that? Oh, I love this desert vibe. This is awesome. This is some dot art. So that's all over here. Lots of the Aboriginal people selling their art. They use this dot style. Pretty neat. Sunset at Uluru. The sunset's here, and the rock is over there where all the buses are. So we didn't get a whole lot of changes on the rock today, but it was still really pretty to see it. It was a nice memory to make.